guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're making the traditional vegan Chinese stir-fried green beans. Well, technically we should probably call it a dry-fried green beans. If you've never heard of dry-fry technique before, definitely stay with me today. Hi new friend, this is Erica right here. I'm a Taiwanese citizen currently living in America. Cooking and traveling is my passion, so I'm here to share with you my favorite Asian recipes. On top of that, I also make videos talking about food knowledge and the nutrition benefit of the dish on this channel, so if that interests you, please subscribe and keep watching. Today we're making the traditional Chinese dry-fried green beans into a vegan version using the Impossible beef and air fryer. The flavor will be identical to the traditional version, but it's way healthier. But first, let me explain to you what is dry fry. The key point to dry fry can be understood as fried till dry. That basically means that you heat up the raw ingredient with hot oil that will let the moisture and water inside the ingredient evaporate due to the heat, and as a result, it will concentrate the flavor, aka deep fry before cooking. And after your first step of dry frying the main ingredients, and then you will add in the seasoning and other ingredients to create the final dish. The flavor and texture of the main ingredient that you dry fried has changed due to the dryness, and that formed the characteristic of dry fried food. This is a technique that has been used in a lot of Chinese cuisine, especially in the restaurant. But people has always been trying to find a way to make the same texture and flavor of dry fried food at home, but not using the deep fry technique because it's messy and hard to clean up. But thanks for the new technology, right now we have the air fryer. Air fryer can mimic the texture and result of a deep frying food, but using way less oil and come out with the healthier result. And that's what we're using today. Green beans are low in calorie, but contains a lot of important ingredient and nutrition for our bodies. First, green beans are full with fiber. And this fiber can help your body to maintain the bowel movement and digestive system healthy. And for the soluble fiber in particular, it may have the ability of maintaining your heart health by lowering the LDL cholesterol level, which is the bad cholesterol level. Green beans have high amount of vitamin K and also a decent amount of calcium, which are great for your bone health. Last but not least, due to many animal studies, green beans contain chlorophyll, which may be able to slow down the growth of cancer tumor and also reduce the risk of getting cancer. A single cup of green bean contains approximately 25% of your daily intake recommendation of vitamin C, 15% of vitamin A, and approximately 33% of folate that you need every single day. With all these benefits of green beans, there's still one thing that you have to be aware and be very careful about, is that green beans contain lectins. Lectin is a type of protein that present in various types of beans. While they do have some benefit, but it can also cause the digestive discomfort. And to deactivate the lectin, you have to make sure you cook through your green beans 100%. If you don't cook through your green beans, eating a small amount of raw green beans will cause the human body vomiting and diarrhea symptoms within a few hours, and even inflammation in our body. So make sure you never try to undercook your green beans to keep its plump shape or coloring. But don't worry, the recipe I'm teaching you today, I'll make sure the green beans is cooked through and 100% safe to consume. Now we not only learn what is a dry fry technique, but also the nutrition benefit and how to eat green bean, we should start our cooking right now. Let's go! Here are the ingredients that we'll need for today's recipe. We'll need some green beans. Here's 300 grams of green beans. And we also need some ground beef. Here I'm using the Impossible ground beef, which is the plant-based ground beef, but you can also use the ground beef or ground pork if you want to eat the normal type. And here we also need some scallion. I separate the scallion white and scallion green because we're going to put it into the pot in a different time. We also need some minced ginger and minced garlic, as well as some chili if you want it to be spicy. For the sauce right here, we need some salt, pepper, sugar, soy sauce, and dark vinegar. And as usual, the exact amount will be in the description box down below. First thing we need to do today is deal with our green beans. Nip off both ends of the green beans and break it into short 1-bite pieces with your hand. If your beans are very fresh, it should be very easy to break, But if your beans are not fresh, you can also use a knife to cut off both end and chop it into pieces. When you're done, rinse them off with cold water and pat dry with a paper towel, then we're ready to cook. First thing we need to do today is deep fry our green beans. Today I'm using my new toy in the kitchen, the air fryer, to deep fry my beans. But if you don't have an air fryer and you want to use a traditional deep fry technique, you can totally do that. And the result will actually come out way more crispier, but it might be a little more greasy. Your choice. Using an air fryer is not only healthier for our body because there's less oil involved, but also way easier to clean up at the end because we don't need to deal with the excess oil. All we need to do is coat the green bean with 1 tablespoon of olive oil, which I like to use a mixing bowl to coat my green beans. Use a bowl or a plate to cover up the green beans and oil and then shake it up real quick. Do a little circle motion, some ups and downs, some side to side, and after around 15 seconds, the beans should be coated perfectly. Now, set up an air fryer to 345 Fahrenheit and toss in the green beans and set the timer for 10 minutes. We'll take a pause when it's 5 minutes in to take out the basket to shake it up in order to allow the beans to be fried evenly. And we'll put it back in and let it be fully cooked. Now, while there's 5 minutes left in the air fryer, let's start our second part of cooking process. Heat up a wok or a pan and add in 1 tablespoon of olive oil. When the oil is hot, add in your ground beef. I've tried a few brands of different type of plant-based beef, and at least for the ground beef, Impossible beef had the most meat-like texture and taste to it that fits today's recipe perfectly. I also tried the Beyond ground beef. The color looks a little off and the flavor is way more beany than the Impossible beef, so I prefer the Impossible ones. But if you're using the normal ground meat today, either ground pork or ground beef will work perfectly with our recipe today. When you see all the beef has been cooked around 70%, which means when most meat changes color, it's time to add in the minced garlic, ginger, and scallion white. Stir fry them all together for around 1 more minute so the beef is all cooked. It is time to add in our air fried green beans. The whole second part of cooking process we're using a medium-high heat, so everything has already been cooked to perfection. Now the process will go very fast. Toss in the green beans and just mix it up real quick with the ingredients, and then it's time to add in our seasoning. Pour your soy sauce and vinegar from the side of the wok so it can be activated right away. Then add in salt and pepper as well as sugar. Stir fry for another 10 seconds so you can make sure all the seasoning are evenly mixed out into the dish. Then it's time to add in your chili and scallion white and give it a few more toss, then done! The Chinese vegan dry fried green beans is ready. This traditional Chinese dry fried green beans with beef reminds me of home. It is a dish that my family loves and will always order in our weekend dinner gathering. The flavor is savory but yet a little sour. The hint of spiciness are definitely addictive. Way less greasier than the traditional ones because instead of deep frying, we choose to do a healthier option with the air fryer. The green beans are still pretty crispy and the Impossible beef tastes just like the real beef. Traditionally, this dish is made with ground pork, but really any ground meat will do, and I guess today we've proven that even the ground plant are a great option as well. Now, let's enjoy our vegan dry fried green beans and let's learn how to say it in Chinese, shall we? The word of the day today is 素干煸四季豆, vegan dry fried green beans. The first character 素 means vegan, vegetarian, or plant-based diet in Chinese. The second and third character is 干煸, which means dry fry technique, and the last 3 characters 四季豆 means green beans. So vegan dry fried green beans is 素干煸四季豆. Thank you for cooking with me today to the end. Let me know if you like the recipe by giving this video a thumbs up. It's only going to take you a second, but it means a lot to me. I make a video on YouTube every Thursday, so remember to hit that bell and you'll never miss out. Last but not least, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye!